California Assemblyman Phil Ting proposed a massive, $4.3 billion state budget that includes plans for illegal immigrant healthcare. The yearly healthcare costs are expected to swell massively over the years. California lawmakers have proposed a startling budget for 2018. Assemblyman Phil Ting crafted the $4.30 billion proposal. Controversy erupted after it became clear that Ting believes the government will need to spend a whopping $1 billion on healthcare for illegal immigrants next year. Ting's plan calls for the state to eradicate residency requirements for its Medicaid program. All low-income adults would then be eligible. If his plan is approved, costs could balloon an additional $400 billion. Yearly free healthcare for illegals is wildly expensive. Why is California going out of its way to transform into an illegal immigrant haven? The state's contentious sanctuary city policies are offensive enough. Giving any more protections to illegals is mind-boggling. California is struggling with a housing epidemic. Home prices are rising much faster than wages. If lawmakers want to help poor residents, they don't have to look far. It's notable that California proportionately spends more on direct cash aid than non-cash assistance than most other states. Nationally, 31% of benefits are direct cash while 69% are non-cash services, writes the San Diego Union Tribune. California is somewhat the reverse, 56% cash, 44% non-cash. Non-cash aid includes such programs as child care, job training and transportation. Non-cash aid includes such programs as child care, job training and transportation. Illegal immigrants are rejoicing over the state's decision to provide them with free health care. The DREAM Act wasn't enough to satisfy them, they need more. California spends more on entitlement programs than any other state in the nation. Its large size is only part of the explanation. Giving illegals free access to health care is only going to exacerbate their spending problem. Yet, the homeless problem continues to soar. I leave it to readers to decide whether this is a good thing or bad thing. But we should have no doubt that this is one of the unavoidable outcomes of Obamacare and a perfectly reasonable factor to consider in deciding whether one concludes that the law should be supported or opposed. Journalist Chris Conover wrote in an editorial published by Forbes. Conover found that the language of Obamacare sneakily gave healthcare access to illegals. It is just one of many reasons why I believe a nation of 320 million people is much better off letting such resource allocation decisions be made at the state and local level rather than by federal taxpayers. That way people can vote with their feet if they don't like the idea of their tax dollars being used to pay for people who have come to this nation illegally, he continued. California is planning to foot the massive health bill on its own, which may lead to a decrease in population. Taxpayer money shouldn't be used to provide a cushy life for illegals. We want to be able to provide as much budgetary protection as we can to protect or insulate the state from the potential effects of a downturn in the state's fiscal fortunes. H.D. Palmer, spokesman for the Department of Finance, said, "The healthcare debate comes after the political brawl that erupted when California declared itself a sanctuary state. It's as if officials are trying to rob their constituents. Sanctuary policies entice illegals. The residents of Sonoma County and the state of California deserve better than policies that expose them to avoidable dangers." Non-cooperation policies, now enshrined in California state law, ensure only one thing: criminals who would otherwise be deported will be released and left free to reoffend as they please. ICE Acting Director Thomas Homan said, "California treats illegals like their citizens. Their passion project is funded by local taxpayers. California's government might topple if it doesn't get a better grip on its immigration problem." Local law enforcement officers vehemently oppose the state's soft handling of illegals. Healthcare, driver's licenses, protection from federal immigration agents. It's too much. It's an opportunity to use a political process at the state level to push back against the federal government's policies and law, and particularly against the Trump administration, said Bill Brown, president of the Sheriff's Association. "That's not our fight as sheriffs. We are concerned about the public safety of everyone we're responsible for protecting and serving."